self lovers, welcome to another episode of Komal Speaks Self Love. And in this episode, we are going to speak about how to feel loved. This is a really important one because there was a time in my life when I felt so unloved that any kind of gesture of love was rejected by my mind. I knew that my mom and dad loved me, but then somehow I didn't feel it inside of my body. And it felt so unknown and it felt so uncomfortable in my body. And I was not able to accept any form of love. I was so depressed and I did not feel loved at all. But the most beautiful part of it all was integrating, understanding what love is for me, and then bringing that into my life. And I have gone through it. And if you are someone who feels unloved, maybe there's a way out and maybe we can figure this out together. But I'd like to share my journey so you can see what works, what has worked out for me, so that you can understand what can work out in your life too. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a therapist or a professional. I'm speaking just out of my personal experience, and take what resonates with you and leave the rest. There was a time when my parents loved me, not that they didn't love me, but it was mainly about parents because I felt that the love was not coming. I was living with them, and I think for me it was truly important to be loved by them. I think what truly was not letting me feel that love is that the feeling that I'm unloved, I'm not worthy of love. Whatever comes into my life, I'm just not worthy of it. And something is innately wrong with me. That's why this is happening to me. That's why I'm unloved. I know on the surface we are all fine, no complaints at all, but when somebody tries to love you, you need to feel the form of love. It never truly happens because deep down you know that you're not worthy of it, and deep down you feel like there's something wrong with me. That's why people don't love me, and I also cannot love myself. So for me, the twist moment was the moment when I spoke about it to my therapist, and he told me, Komal, first of all, I shared everything that was there in my heart and why I feel so unloved, right? Like this happened in the past, my parents rejected me, or like whatever I felt, that was my experience. Not that them rejecting me was a sign that they don't love me. Rejecting and love are two different things. Feel that it was a past wound that was not explored, and I cried about it a lot and a lot and a lot. And one moment I stopped and I was like, okay, now what do I do next? Now that I know that I felt unloved, and that's why it's really unsafe for me to feel love again. So at that moment, my therapist asked me this question, Komal, can you love yourself? And I was like, how can I love myself? That's not possible. And it's so hard to love myself. I don't think I'm worthy of love. How can I love myself? And then he asked me, so what would happen if you start loving yourself? So I was like, if I start loving myself, I will not need anyone because I'll have myself. But that's just a sweet spot, right? If you start to love yourself, then you would not need anyone. Can you think about that? Oh my god, it was like such a switch on moment for me because I felt when we are so needy for love, we want to take it from wherever we want to, and we end up not getting it from anywhere. But just imagine if you can give it to yourself. Oh my god, nothing better than that, yeah. But you have to do a little role playing here, like when it comes to loving yourself, because maybe you feel that you're unworthy of love. Why would you love yourself? But you'll have to tell yourself that no matter what happens, you have to see that inner child in you. He's like so innocent, so small loving, and she wants your love. He or she, them, they want your love, you know. They're so small. Your inner self who's wanting love is just a child. They do not have any kind of they don't know about the mistakes that you're done. Innately they're extremely deserving of all the love in the world, right? So you got to see that and speak to yourself with a lot of love, right? So I decided, how do I want to show up for myself if I was a loved one? So that was my action plan that session. And it involved, okay, if I truly felt loved, what would I feel? I would feel safe. Like that means if I ever felt unsafe, it's my job to make myself comfortable. Okay, if I was loved, then I would come and speak to. So if I was sad, then I would go start up a conversation with that person. So that means I started to have a conversation with myself. So when this love started to show up in my own body, it started to show outside too. I saw that my mom is also showing some gestures that is showing me that she loves me. And that's when it truly hit me that when I love myself, people are also loving me. When I believe, I think the roadblock was the feeling and the belief that I was unloved. When I removed it, I was not unloved. I was loving myself now, right? Or taking love from wherever I could. Like maybe if you're, it's hard for you to love yourself. Maybe you have a friend who loves you deeply and you truly feel their love. So maybe embody it fully. Like they love me, so I'm lovable. Like the sooner you change this belief from I'm unlovable to I'm lovable, I'm amazing, I'm deserving of love, I think it comes to you, it shows in your environment also. I slowly started to unpack how my mom shows love to me. For example, she shows love to me through service. And I understand love only through words. For example, if somebody says, I love you, hey, I care about you. If you're crying, I'm gonna come and console you. That's the kind of love I understood. But then she spoke in a form of service. So there was also a perception shift that was required here too, because I needed to see love in her language. She was giving me love in her language and I was not understanding it, right? But when I started to open my eyes and truly see love for what it is, people show it in different forms, right? And when you truly start to see it, it's a moment of euphoria because you have never felt love and you're feeling love now. No, the feeling is unmatched. And if I can do this for myself, if I can love myself, if I can speak to a friend of mine who loves me and truly embody it so much that others are also loving me now, oh my god, that is such a magical moment. And if I can do it, you can do it too. I have shown you how I have unlocked it in my life. It does not take a lot. You have to show up to yourself in a way like a loved one. That's all. That's what it takes. And I know it's not possible in a day or a week, but eventually you will see that love is coming to you and you are finding people who are loving you. And that's the true integration of it all, because there might be other beliefs that you have. For example, for now I feel that maybe I'm not deserving of respect, or maybe I'm not that chill, whatever that is. You can integrate it by saying or embodying that feeling, like what would it feel if I respect myself, what would it feel, and how would I show up for myself if I respected myself, if I loved myself. And then when you embody that feeling, that others also start to show it in you. And there might be times when you feel like, okay, you have forgotten what you have learned, you feel unloved again, you have to remind yourself that, hey, I can love myself, bro. My god, this is life changing. So the quickly you release this identity of I am unloved, you will start to experience love in its most beautiful forms and start to embody the feeling of love within you. That's how you start feeling loved. There was this one exercise that my therapist asked me to do, which is fantastic. So I'm going to ask you to do it right now. So close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths. Remember the last time you felt truly deeply loved and it felt good in your body. I'd let you pause this video and take your time to remember that moment. Now hold that feeling together and feel it in your heart and feel it expanding like a pink glittery smoke in an entire body. It feels good, right? It feels good. And spread it all over your body. Now you can stay in it for a while. This is how easy it is to feel love. In whatever form, in whatever way you want to feel it. It's not even necessary that you do it to yourself. You can ask a friend to do this for you too. You can ask them to tell you that they love you or something like that. I hope you integrate love into your life because it's magical when it comes to you. It's everybody's right to feel loved, and if you can do it for yourself, it's such a beautiful feeling. And that's it for this video. If you found value in this video, click on the thumbs up button and tell me in the comments if you found value in this video, and add your own value into the comments. Share it with a friend if you think it might help them. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.